Okay, Sharon, this is my last question for you. List some authors who you read most or literary people who inspire you.
Now that's a really tough question. I love to read, and I have a library of about 2,300 books, and I love real books. I love the touch and the smell of them. Although the Kindles and the Nooks may be inevitable, I will hold on to my books as long as I have them. Now, as a young child, I enjoyed reading Wuthering Heights and Nathaniel Hawthorne's The House of the Seven Gables, and all 8 of Enid Blyton's adventure series. And I really haven't found many people that knew who Enid Blyton really was, so I must have been an odd child, but I liked the English writers. I always enjoyed them. Among my favorite poets are Emily Dickinson, Sylvia Plath, Edgar Allan Poe, Robert Frost, William Blake, Milton, and Rumi. As an English major, I love many of the classic novelists. Far too many to name. As far as recent literary novels, Their Eyes Were Watching God is an excellent novel. Have you read that?
No.
Oh, you have to read that. It's real. You would like it. Very good.
Okay.
I like classics like Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 and Carl Sagan's Contact, Richard Bach's Illusions, and a really awesome trilogy by Nick Bancock called Griffin and Sabine were amazing because of the uniqueness of their book format. And I'm not going to tell you any more about that because you have to see the books before you know what I mean about that.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention real quick that I did read Illusions too, and I loved that book by Richard Bach. But one of my favorite book, actually my very favorite book, is his Jonathan Livingston Seagull. So we have something in common there.
Yes, I liked all of his books. Very interesting person and very, very interesting.
Good writer. Okay.
I also love time travel novels. I am a big fan of Einstein, so time travel. And so I enjoyed The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger, I believe is the way her name's pronounced. And most recently, I read Stephen King's book called 11/22/63. And if you don't remember what that date was, that was the date of the death of John F. Kennedy. And the book kind of talks about if someone could go back in time and prevent his death, how would it change the future, or would it change the future? Very interesting.
Was that the one that you brought to the meeting and it was 900 pages?
Yes.
Something? That's what I thought.
Yes.
Okay.
It was long.
Okay.
Yeah, like reading the Bible. But boy, it was a page turner.
Oh, okay.
Yes, all the way to the end. And for recent nonfiction, being a big computer geek, I enjoyed Walter Isaacson's biography on Steve Jobs. The most creative books by far on writing are by Natalie Goldberg, and I know that, Gail, you're familiar with Natalie Goldberg's Writing Down the Bones and A Wild Mind. She writes about writing in such a fun way. They're a must-read for anybody who's interested in books on writing, motivated, to be motivated to write. They're not so much structure-related, but they're very motivational. Many similar books have come after her and tried to write in her fresh and perky style, but she set the trend for a fun book on writing.
Okay, Sharon, I guess that's a wrap. I did have to leave the room a couple times because of the giggles, but we did get through it. A really good job, and I appreciate all your input. And I just want to give you this opportunity, though, to feel free to share any final words of wisdom for aspiring writers out there.
Oh my goodness, I've talked so much already. I can't really think of another thing except to always believe in yourself and never give up.
Right. Okay. Good advice. All right. Thank you, Sharon Palmeri. And again, I just want to say thanks so much for doing this interview, but most of all for starting a writers group way back when, a long time ago, and keeping it going all these years, and encouraging so many of us to simply hang in there and write on. Truly. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
We're still going though. We shouldn't be, but we are. Cut this. Hoosiers also spotted. They spotted.
They spawned.
Oh no, we're good. We're still. End cut.
What am I supposed to start?
You're supposed to be talking.
Sorry. I didn't get the finger. Sorry.
Cut that.
And tell me when. Oh. That's a wrap.